Now, one very sad thing that's taken away a very beautiful mind from our world happens to be suicide. Now, according to the suicide data of WHO, the World Health Organization, it clearly states that over 700,000 persons die each year from suicide. Now, this simply means that for every 40 seconds that rolls by, one person dies from suicide, and for every suicide, many more persons are attempting suicide, while some other persons are contemplating suicide. Now, according to statistics, fourth leading cause of death amongst 15 to 19 years of aged people happens to be suicide. Now, 77% of the global causes of suicide happens to come from countries of low and middle income. Different ways when people find themselves in suicide, either by ingesting of pesticides, hanging, and of use of firearms to cause suicide. Now, there are several reasons and several causes to suicide, which occurs from several inabilities to deal with stress or crisis or life stresses or situations of life, which could range from financial inabilities down to a relationship breakup, and even to pains and illnesses, sexual and moral abuses, as well as other situations which could range down to isolations or some sense of discrimination. For every reason you have to contemplate suicide, you should understand there is so much more reasons why you should actually not do suicide, because suicide definitely can't even be the answer. Now, every time you get to that point where you think about suicide, you've got to think about better ways to find solution to that problem, to that reason why you're contemplating suicide. Now, you ask yourself questions. What can you do to fix yourself? What can you do to make things work? Suicide shouldn't be the option. Why don't you think about the people that are there for you, the people that actually believe so much in the things that you actually do not believe that you can do? Why don't you look away from all of the troubles? It's time for you to start talking. You have to stop thinking about suicide as a person. And to every one of us in the world, it's high time we start checking up on those persons that we call loved. Those persons that we say we care about. It's time for us to start checking up on them. It's time for us to start looking out for them and start trying our best to ensure that we check up on them. Because so many persons, much more than you can think, are contemplating suicide. But if you do not do enough to encourage and be there for them, maybe they will be gone before you could think about it. Now, enough of us just doing the talking. It's time for us to start creating hope through our action. Suicide is never an option. While you are alive, don't just be alive, be the light. Say no to suicide.